Welcome to Las Vegas, home to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. Bringing it back. So UNLV's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Passes takes him still on his feet. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
That's not what I was trying to do at all.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time. Out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Good drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
DB's right up on the receivers. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44.
Lock it up.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw. It's Calandria. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV. On to attempt the try. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Still looking on the move. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the 1st down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. It's a seam wide open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On third down, he drops the throw.
Literally told him. I told that guy who was running the slant.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Try to get it to the edge. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, going up top. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. He's moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him.
Not that. Oh, you shit on me.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
29 yards. Dominant. We didn't even make that jersey for that long.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. The give on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Orji. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone.
Nice catch,
And
nice
it's
throw.
caught. Touchdown, Vegas.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, what a move.
Come on, bro.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Whew. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Snagged in the middle, it's Gumps. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Can't get him to the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps with...
There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to...
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
You paid off the rest.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. And the Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped.
The ball back.
The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Matthews. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Rolling Looking, throwing, looking
Good
right.
pass.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback extends the play. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave? He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Matthews. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Across the 25. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Finds his man. It's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gonna run it, it's Thomas. Defense not budging, he's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Like on the audible. Nice.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff...
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Rebels are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking for a man. It's Matthews. Under fire. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hands it off. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Looking for room, it's Glover. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Wide open spaces.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then...
Oh, out of space. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback.
The ball carried by the quarterback. He's stagnant at the 23-yard line. Brings up 3rd.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Orji. Fires left. Makes a connection. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
Our hots is X and circle. We watch triangle. X circle.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Hell of a throw, Orgy. I'm not looking at the spot. Nice. Nice ball.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This time on target. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Matthews. Got his man on the outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buying some time. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. These corners going to give them some space.
What are y'all doing? Switching sides, bro.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Get on the outside, you idiot.
And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You can tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Nice 5.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Spy got him. Nice.
They
Good
got
Spy.
it for a sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. The give from the gun. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Orji. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Spartans are on the move. To the air. It's Matthews. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Rebels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning on the Jets. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the... They try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Glover. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Orji. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this.